guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about our home buying experience process. It was supposed to be answering you guys' questions from Instagram. I put up a question box for you guys to ask questions. Most of them were similar, but I accidentally deleted it, so I hope that I can answer, or that we can answer most of your questions in this video. If not, we can always do a part 2. Just leave your questions in the comment box, and yeah, let's get started. I have my notes because I feel like I might get off track or forget. Wait, I didn't even introduce you. Okay, can you like say your name and stuff?
My name's Ernest, and I'm just here so I don't get fined.
We're just gonna start from the beginning, like how everything started. Number one, we've had this goal to own a home, but we just wrote it down in our goals, and I don't know, what would you say about it?
Yeah, we wrote it down, and then I would say we just didn't really allow social media to dictate anything, because we would see friends and family buying homes as well, and then we also looked at like age too. Like I'm 31, and I would say just not feeding into those things, like, you know, I'm 31, I don't own a home, or we have friends that are owning homes. So we didn't really buy into, feeling that we had to rush anything because we see others doing it, or because I'm getting up in age that I feel like people that are in their 20s already own a home. So yeah, not feeding into that. So basically just blocking out anything from the social media world, seeing others have what you want, and just waiting on timing. That's what I would say we did. We wrote it down, but we didn't really think about it after that. I mean, it was still a goal, but it wasn't our focus throughout the year.
Yeah, it kind of just happened, and I think it's important to keep that in mind, what he just said about not letting social media and seeing other people do things make you feel like you have to be on that same route at the same time, because you don't have to. So that's basically the start, just putting it in our goals and making sure we try and work towards it. And then from there, it was really hard in the beginning to try and save money, but that was our next step, was to save money for like a down payment. We didn't really know like what kind of home we were going for or anything like that. We just started saving money just to save. Well, you need savings anyways, but we didn't really stick to like how much we should save every month. But I feel like we were pretty good with our money. We don't really spend a lot. We're not always like shopping or anything like that. We just try and live off of our like basic necessities. Is that the word? Necessities. And for a long time, like when we were in school and when, we started having kids, I didn't have a job. He didn't have the best job. And so it was kind of hard to save money, but we just basically cut off everything that we don't need. Like, we don't need cable, so we still don't have cable. We don't need it. So why pay a bill that you don't even need? So what else did we cut off?
Well, it wasn't just an unnecessary bill, but we were paying a lot of money for maybe 2 or 3 channels that we watched. So we just figured, like, we're paying all this money and we're only literally watching 2 or 3 channels out of the whole package that we got with the cable provider we were using. Are you talking about like savings?
Yeah, like we cut off like a lot of things.
Yeah, we did. We got rid of a lot of things that we felt like we should have, just because, again, that's kind of like what our families had when we were living with our parents. They had cable, they had other things. I can't remember what else we got rid of, but My gym membership, I used to pay like $20-some because it allowed you to bring a guest. And I just went down to the basic membership, which was $10, because most of the time I wasn't bringing anyone with me. So just things like that, finding areas where we could just decrease our spending and save in those instances.
Budgeting. Yeah, and then also building credit, because you need credit to buy a house. I just barely started my credit, so I'm not gonna talk about that. But yeah, so saving money, building your credit. So third, I have location. I feel like that's one of the things that took us like a while to figure out, because we were like on 2 different pages of where we wanted to be. So the beginning of this year, we were looking at smaller places, and we got approved for a smaller loan. So when you get ready to buy a home, you go and get a lender who's gonna take all this information from you, like how much you get paid, you know, your income, your credit, all that stuff, and then they'll give you a loan amount, like how much you qualify for. So in the beginning of this year, we qualified for a smaller amount, and we were just gonna get something like small and temporary, something that we can just move out of whenever we feel like we can figure out a location that we really want to be in, because we were kind of like I said, we were on 2 different pages of where we wanted to settle down. So and then the coronavirus happened, and we just stopped looking because we felt like we seen all these people losing their jobs, and we were kind of scared, so we just kind of put that on hold. So to me, that was a sign like we just shouldn't be here. So I wasn't really open into looking into any homes in like the area that we live now, because I wanted to live closer to my mom. And then you found out about the houses, the new development, right? With your coworker or whatever.
Yeah, and then they just gave me some information, and then I contacted the lender, and we went from there, and everything kind of added up and worked out. And maybe coronavirus is a good thing too, right? Because it allowed us to save a lot more money than we would have if we were out, you know, traveling, spending, things like that.
And it also, like, so the beginning of the year when we got our pre-approval loan, they were taking our information from last year because it was January, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So they were taking our information from 2019, and we were making less money last year. So this year we were making more money. So when we got pre-approved for the second time, before we got our house, we got approved for more because we made more this year, and we had like all new information and stuff. So to get pre-approved, you can do it as many times as you want, I think. Is that right? Okay, I think you can. I think that's what my mom said. So yeah, so if you get pre-approved and you don't like the number that you got, just wait a little bit and you can try again. Yeah, so if you're looking for a lender to start a home buying process, even if you just want to ask questions or anything like that, more information, you can just look up lenders in your area. Yeah. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about our home, because I know when people think of building a home, they think like you get to pick every single detail of your home, which you can, but that's not what we are doing. We happen to get, I think that was one of the questions, was if we're in like a development with a company. So we're building a home with this company that's building a whole bunch of homes in that area, and they're all basically the same. Like they're gonna look the same on the inside and everything. So we didn't really get to pick every single detail of how the house is gonna look on the inside. Hopefully we'll get to that one day soon. But yeah, so basically all the houses look the same, like on the inside and outside. They have like different colors and stuff, but we only got to choose like, there was like maybe 3 different options of how we want the inside to look, like the floors, the cabinet colors, just little things like that. And there was like 3 different options, and they all look pretty similar, but so it didn't really matter to me because they all kind of look the same. But and they're all nice and everything's gonna look new, so I was like, whatever. And we actually got, when we got pre-approved, there was only 2 lots left, so we got lucky and we got one of those. So yeah, so it's November right now. We get to move in next month, the middle of next month, right before Christmas. And so the whole process was probably about, everything was really fast. We got pre-approved, and then after we signed papers and did everything, it took, what is it, 80 days? 80 days to build. They're really fast. So we'll be in there before Christmas. Yeah, so that's like basically it in a note. Anything else you would like to say?
Nope.
To inspire someone that's getting ready to, or just wants to start the process?
I think I already did in the beginning.
Okay. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys have any questions, like I said, just leave them in the comment box below, or you can hit me up on Instagram if you don't want anybody looking at your question, if it's personal. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to catch you in my next video.